Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here, back to enjoy a breath of fresh air and a little spring rain, down in the safety and security of my subterranean bunker in Sheltered. And the family, Cleaver and I, definitely have a sort of the monsters are due on Maple Street kind of vibe working here in the shelter. But hey, the motto of House Cleaver is cruelly sharp for a reason, because the moment House Cleaver was faced with the tiniest bit of adversity in the oxygen supply department, the first thing we did, yeah, House Cleaver, they immediately send two of their own out in the wilderness to die. Because, who knows, maybe it's George and Joyce who are the aliens in disguise who have been secretly observing us and screwing around with the power and making vehicles start themselves. That's probably what's going on. They're the aliens, they are. Oh, I'm being a little paranoid? Yeah, am I? Am I being paranoid, or is that just what George and Joyce want you to think? Wake up, man. Open your eyes and take a good long look at the world around you. It's a vast right-wing conspiracy, man. That's what it is. Donald Trump and his cronies at big power pulling the wool over your eyes so you'll vote for a lunatic with a dead cat on his head for president who can then give government subsidies back to those very same power companies. Yeah, that's who you're following. Wake up, sheeple. Or maybe I just couldn't think of a good joke about sending George and Joyce out to die alone and afraid in the wilderness, so I made a Twilight Zone reference followed up by a little cheap shot at Donald Trump in order to distract you in the hope that you won't notice my deep inner sadness and regret, or the fact that I'm very clearly conflating The Monsters Are Due on Maple Street and the episode The Shelter and making those one and two in the same, even though they were very definitely in different seasons of the Twilight Zone. I don't know. I just wanted to feel like a big man. Was that so wrong? I thought I could drop a Twilight Zone reference in there and be sort of hip and cool, and it just didn't. All it did is shame me further. I shouldn't even have tried. I do kind of hope, you know what, now, though, that I'm thinking about it, I feel a little guilty. Also, the fact that it's raining is huge for us. We can afford to turn the shower back on. Let's, yeah, somebody hop in that right away. All right. Oh, no, we're just going to turn it on. I'm guessing Laura's going to go clean the vomit off of herself. That's fine. Hey, Donna, you want to grab a bucket here? There's a little puke down there. Somebody, looks like somebody is sicked up. Maybe you could take care of that for us. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yes, I'm actually hopeful that maybe George and Laura do come back here. George and Joyce, not Laura. I kind of want them to come back to the shelter, but I've got some selfish motivations that I don't really feel good about admitting. The reason I want them to come back, I want them to come back just in time to drop dead in the shelter. That's what I want. I want them to come back and die just inside the shelter door so that I can have these things they have found and then also chop them up and use them for food. I don't feel good about that last part. I really kind of don't. Limestone, well, you're gone. I do need a lens because we need lenses to upgrade our crafting table. I'd love to get these books and these bears, but we still don't have a toy box or bookshelf. Are those more useful than a battery? Probably. Probably more useful than a battery. Let's take this valve. Books trade really well, though. This is like 50 in trade value for the... You know what? Let's take the books. Just in the event that we run into somebody else out on the surface, maybe we can trade it. There's no way the cat is hungry again. I just fed the cat. Ah, this cat. You know what? No, cat. You can be hungry for a little while. Stumbled across the florist. Well, you should take a look. No, I'm not feeding the cat. You could really use a shower. Well, it turns out the shower is be free in a minute there, Beef. You can hop right in. Why is everybody loitering over here in the corner? What's going on, guys? What are y'all standing over here in the corner by the shower that I'd like to point out somebody is using? Ward and June are both peeking at who's in the shower. Is that Laura? See, now this is... I'm actually perturbed by this. We're getting some, like, creepy three-way action here. June, you're supposed to be mine. I set you free and you came back, which means you're mine. Why are you investigating the potential of a three-way with Ward and whoever is in the shower? You and Ward aren't allowed to have three-ways in the shower. At least, unless I get to be the meat in that sandwich, you don't get to have a three-way in the shower. I don't like the way this is shaping up at all. What's up, Linda? I'm Joyce. How are you? I suppose we could try and trade? Let's get down to business. All right, being out in the open is not the smartest move. Well, you have absolutely nothing I want, so I'm going to trade you a can of fuel for a can of fuel. And there we go. Little charisma for Joyce. Trading the fuel for the fuel. Pretty good trick. It's actually not something I thought of. I'm not that smart. Okay, now it's a fucking 5-way with beaver in there? Yeah, look, even Ward has had enough of these. Like, nah, this is fucking getting weird, man. I'm gonna bail in this shit. I was down when it was just a 3-way with the wife and Laura, because I've already boned Laura, and good knows, I know my way around a June Cleaver. That's territory I've explored. I'm the Ferdinand Magellan of June Cleaver. But now we're getting in here with the beaver and whatnot. This is just getting, this is getting even weird for me, Ward, and I got pretty goddamn high tolerance. The cat starves to death really quickly. Ah, there you go. Yeah, this is what you were considering having a 3-way with, huh? Gonna be just, yeah, Laura, go clean your own damn shelter. If you're gonna puke everywhere, you're gonna get stuck cleaning up the mess. Somebody grab a suit, and we probably are gonna need to filter out the water and oxygen, so let's have Ward and Donna get on that task. Meanwhile, looks like Beeves hopped in the shower. June's taking a, ooh, hello, June. What's that? You, using the bathroom there? Mind if I watch? Oh, okay, fine. The second I offer to watch, you just immediately bail out. June is just not having any of my advances. Every time I make a move, she rejects me out of hand. Although, if she is interested in a 3-way, does this suggest to anyone else that maybe she and Ward are having some relationship troubles? Maybe a little trouble in the bedroom, Ward? Huh? Huh? Maybe? I really want this leather. I really don't want to get rid of anything we have in our inventory for it, though. But we really need it. Specifically, we need it to upgrade our water filter, I think. I'm going to get rid of the transistor in favor of the leather. And now we've got to have George and Joyce come back. We need them back. They've got stuff we want. We could get 2 leather anytime we want, which would cover the 4 we need by just going and slaughtering this mule. That's standing out in the acid rain, by the way. Man, this poor deer, I kind of feel sorry for it. It's been up there for like 2 weeks fucking starving, getting mocked by all the other deer. It's like, you let the humans catch you and imprison you on the surface for 3 weeks? Oh, God, where was fucking Rudolph when you need to talk about a reindeer game? Oh, man. We were having fun making fun of that poor sap with his red nose, but I think this North Pole has a new laughingstock. So we got to fix the water filter, which we're doing, the oxygen filter, which we're doing. We need to repair the shower, the stove, and the toilet, and probably, yeah, the shower, stove, and toilet. So, in an effort to keep Laura from vomiting everywhere, we're going to have her fix the shower. June, you're on toilet. What did you find, George? More plastic and a can of old paint. Well, leave the can of old paint, but take the plastic. Laura, if you could please stop vomiting on the floor. Actually, can we just put Laura to bed? Let's just send Laura to bed. See, here comes another one of the reindeer right here. Like, oh, look, Jimmy's still fucking trapped. He's been there for like 3 weeks. Jesus, Jimmy, what are you, an idiot? Fucking chew your way through the rope, dude. You could have been gone months ago by now. Months ago. Oh, just gonna stand there like an asshole, huh? Well, I'll see you later. I gotta go find Rick and tell him you're still out here, man. He's gonna shit himself. Well, I mean, he'd shit himself, except we don't wear pants, so he's gonna have a hard time actually shitting himself. But you know what I mean. Put your suits back. Somebody should probably go take a look at the generator. Don, I'm gonna put you on that. See, I can't believe this. Here's Rick right here to make fun of. He's like, dude, Jimmy told me that you were still trapped out here, and I had to come see this shit for myself. Fucking hysterical. You've been there for almost a month, dude. What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, God, you're such an idiot. Hey, Laura, did I not tell you to go to sleep? Pretty sure I told you to get your ass to sleep. Well, here come George and Joyce. And guess what George and Joyce are going to do? Yeah, as soon as they set foot back in the shelter, we're going to send them out again, this time to actually die. We're going to give them nothing and send them on a quest perilous. Ward is a little sleepy. I mean, they came back. They brought back the goods. It doesn't look like either one of them is really in any kind of trouble, despite wandering around in fucking black rain. If these guys got leather skin that can let them wander through acid rain without ill effect, I say we just keep milking this pony until it comes up dry. You'd be like, Pete, do you actually milk ponies? Also, what does that even mean? Milk a pony until it comes up dry? Your metaphor is real fucking confusing there, because it sounds like you're trying to jerk off a horse. Maybe I am. What of it? Alright, so that's done. Yeah, we're done. Set up an expedition, you say? Why, absolutely, I say. Set up an expedition. George and Joyce, who are both desperately tired and filthy, are gonna go? Well, this seems like a questionable decision, Pete. And then I remind you the words of House Cleaver, cruelly sharp, get the fuck back out there. You guys are going. You're gone. In fact, we're gonna send them somewhere just stupidly dangerous. Where is the nearest wilderness area? Because I don't want to have to use a lot of water on this again, because these guys probably ain't coming back. We haven't been to this mine in 10 days. How much water does it take to get there? A lot. Is there anywhere closer that perhaps takes a little less water? This place seems respectably dangerous. So what if we do... Oh, here we go. How much water are you? 35. You, 37. And then on the way back, we can do... Bam. Well, we haven't been to that small house for 25 days, but we visited everything else within the last few days. So you know what? Let's revamp this slightly. Let's do this then. Then we'll go bam. Then bam. And then we haven't been here 32 or 19 days. So we'll do that. 39 of our available 56 water. That seems fairly respectable. We haven't been to that shack in 18 days, but I don't want to go much lower than this on water. Also, this is a death journey. Joyce and they're not coming back. They're not coming back. Bye, guys. Can't have you in the shelter bringing up the old oxygen, so off you go. Say hi to the deer out there. You should probably mock them, too. I mean, everybody else is. God damn it, Laura. Did you get out of bed to vomit? I put her in bed, she gets out of bed and then vomits. Also, please, somebody feed the cat. I just can't take it anymore. I thought we'd let him starve a little just to kind of teach him an object lesson about meowing obnoxiously, but clearly the cat is never going to learn. Also, we got to disable the shower again. Is anybody who's actually living in the shelter filthy? Just Laura, who's puking all over herself. June Cleaver's a little dirty, but... I hate you, Laura. Beef, why don't you go beat up the old punching bag? Wally, I'm going to have you train actually when Beaver is done as well. You and the Beeve got to get your workout in because we're going to be sending out a murderous crew of thugs into the wilderness here soon. And that's going to be you two. Somebody got to go out and cut a bitch, and if there's bitches that got to be cut, that's sort of your guys' job. Be like, oh, you want us to go slice a bitch up? We'll slice up a bitch. We don't care. We'll slice up a bitch. We'll slice up anybody. And when I say bitch, I don't mean anybody of the female gender specifically. I mean like a punk-ass bitch. You know what I'm talking about. That could be a male. We'll cut up a bald guy. We'll cut up a hot chick. We'll cut up an aging fucking veteran. We don't care. We got no respect for life. Basically, it's all about somebody getting cut. Because Wally and the Beeve, we got a thirst for blood that cannot be sated. Also, Wally and the Beeve are a little hungry, aren't they? Who's hungry? Laura's hungry, but I don't want to feed her. Hey, Donna, why don't you come over here and fix some of this meat? Eat a little bit of meat. Medium dust storm on the surface. June is also a little hungry. June, you should eat some meat. Be like, Pete, what are you going so heavy on the meat for? Well, in the unlikely event that George and Joyce come back crippled and grievously wounded after having been mauled by a bear or ravaged by some other large, violent creature, there's a non-zero chance they're going in a freezer. Just gonna throw that out there. Does the workbench ever need to be fixed? No, it does not. We found someone at a small petrol station. They're signaling us. You think they want to talk? What should you do? You should totally talk to them, George. What do you think you should do? Wow, you fucking Rambo here. Hey, buddy, don't you walk on by. Don't you mean, don't you walk on by. La, 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 la. La, 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 la. Hey, don't you. Isn't that what you mean? Pretty sure that's what he meant. Easy there, Johnny Gunbelt. This guy looks like he can take care of himself. He's got a fucking grenade bandolier, some kind of holster. Is this the man who's gonna kill? Looking for a place to crash. This guy looks like he's really capable of handling himself. If he's not, though, we're gonna have the bunker overtaxed for 7 days until we can get him to trust us enough to eject him out into the wilderness. Alternatively, we are going to dispatch Wally and the Beeve on a junket as soon as we can get some more water. But before that can happen, it has to rain again. What if he sucks? No, can't do it. Oh, we made the right call. He's actually not very good. Okay. He's okay. The guy looks like he can fight. He's got a 7 strength and a 5 agility, so he's okay in a fight, but he's not very conversational, as evidenced by the fact that he was willing to sing a song from the Breakfast Club soundtrack to us. And he's dumb as a fucking post. You'll regret you didn't let me in the group, you'll see. Well, I was considering actually trying to beat you to death and take your shit, which is probably what I should have done. But I wanted George and Laura to get a little further in the wilderness before they just dropped dead. Anything useful in this gas station? Whatever. We'll take these items in the unlikely event that George and Joyce make it back alive. We'll have something to do. How's the freezer looking, by the way, here? Here, Beef, why don't you fix the freezer? It's actually in pretty good shape. How's the generator doing? Yeah, it's fine. It actually needs fuel. Well, this will give Laura something to do besides puke on the floor, so why don't you dump some fuel in that bad boy? What did George stumble across out in the wilderness? I'm hoping he stumbled into a punji trap and got impaled and poisoned, and Joyce is going to kill herself, dragging his helpless body back to come in and go, I saved George, and then pass out on the floor, only to wake up for a brief moment as we go, we have to break the news to her, be like, Joyce, I'm sorry to tell you, but George didn't make it. He was dead when you got back. I know you did your best, Joyce, but he didn't make it. He just wasn't strong enough. And then heartbroken, Joyce goes and hangs herself in the shower. That'd be great. And then both of them just wind up right in the freezer. Laura is getting disgustingly filthy here. Probably from the constant self-vomiting. And since she's already filthy, why don't you clean up your spilled vomit since you left it everywhere? Somebody else in the distance. Always talk to a stranger, George. This could be the man that kills you. We're gonna fight here if we can provoke a fight. This guy's got a length of pipe and a Mr. Rogers vest. I'm thinking Ronald is just what the doctor ordered. We're gonna bully him. Yep, alright, so here's a fight. Go for the melee, girl. Alright, Joyce is not terrible. Let's see if she can disarm him. Nope, she sure can't. Now she's gonna get her skull crushed. Ah, smart move, going for George right away. Pick on the weak. Well, clearly this guy's got his target priorities down. Wow, George is whipping this guy's ass. George got the better of him there. All right, let's see what Michelle can do. Joyce, whatever her name is. Michelle, George, Joyce. These people are all the same to me. You tried to disarm me? You tried to disarm me? You ready to get pummeled? Oh, ooh, George. Man, George is fucking gone full Hulk mode. He's enraged. Let's see if we can subdue this guy. Nope. I was hopeful we wouldn't kill him. He came over and tried to pull a shitty disarm on us, so let's try and subdue him again. He resisted. Alright, well, we socked him in the face. Let's try one more time. There we go. We didn't have to murder, and we got his stuff. It's not great stuff, but we did get his stuff. Length of pipe. Man, Joyce got a buttload of strength out of that, and some dex. A lot of dex. Joyce is turning into a pretty respectable little machine here. I don't know if I want to put her on the menu. It seems of dubious usefulness. Oh, hello, ladies. What's up? Amanda, how you doing? Virginia, what's going on, ladies? Yeah, I just threw a Joey Tribbiani line at you, but, you know, I'm interested in what you ladies are putting down. June, you're already filthy, so you might as well go train. Laura's no longer puking everywhere. Well, fantastic. She'll be just in time to be filthy enough to get more food poisoning. Whatever we do, we can't let Laura eat. Which is unfortunate because she is a little hungry. Alright, what do you got? Amanda wants to trade. Well, what do you got that we want, Amanda? You got a bunch of cordite. You got some anti-radiation tablets, which I'm putting on my must-have list. Some erasers, antibiotics. We have a respectable supply of antibiotics. What do we want to trade away from this? We've been stockpiling medical supplies for a good goddamn long time, but we also have an armada of books that we really can't do anything with. Do we want to trade? Yeah, let's trade books. It's fine. 3 books for anti-radiation tablets seems like a respectable trade. We got to get rid of... We only have 1 fuse. We got to keep an eye out for fuses then. Want a bucket? About 2 buckets. You know what? Yes, take 2 buckets because that actually frees up an inventory space, and we're never going to need 7 fucking buckets. What are we going to start what are we going to start? Some kind of Broadway show that's percussion based, a la Stomp? Going to start our own little shelter version of that where just a bunch of people banging on fucking buckets with drumsticks until you're ready to commit suicide because of the maddening, unstoppable repetitiveness of it? This is what my experiences with Stomp have taught me. We need 2 leather. How much meat is in the freezer? I actually want to look at the contents of there is no meat. All right. Ward, you got to do this. Take a suit and go butcher that deer. We're going to finally put old Jimmy the reindeer here out of his fucking misery. Hey, Ward, you want to go harvest this? George, yeah, you found an abandoned lumberyard. Well, you should probably check that out then. And now that it's raining, while it's raining, let's enable the shower. And whoever wants to shower can get in there. Laura, I'm looking at you here on this one. Laura, go. Enable the shower and get your ass in there. I may have told Ward to enable the shower, which is why it's not. Yeah, let's just shut that off. The reason I did this, I wanted the 2 leather. Now, Ward, what are you doing? Oh, he's going to bring the meat back inside. He's going to keep the suit on because Ward's going back out to upgrade the water filter. We want to try and get as much water as we can. Remember, the water we sent with George and Joyce, probably not coming back. So we're going to go upgrade this in efficiency. We want it to be able to get more water faster. What'd you find at the lumberyard, George? Also, this is George and Laura's. A surprisingly small amount of wood is what you found. I would have expected there to be more wood at a goddamn lumberyard, George. You're world's greatest scavenger. You're like, I found this lumberyard, but there's no wood here, shockingly. Just a lot of plastic. Are you sure you didn't confuse a recycling center? George, what the fuck are you doing? Turn that off and go upgrade the goddamn thing. Ah, that Ward Cleaver. June does need a shower as well. We want to get June a shower before she eats. Fortunately, June ate recently. Wally, Wally and the Beeve are probably looking for a shower too. We need to give them a task to get them away from the shower so that we can get June in it. Here, why don't you sleep, actually, Beef? You're not really that filthy. What was the radio transmission? I missed it. I must have missed it. Alright, Ward, while you're on the surface, you upgrade and then repair that. Meanwhile, Donna just standing around doing fuck all. You want to go help out up top there, Donna? Maybe do something? I don't know. Stuff in this clearing that might be useful. Oak bark. We can't do anything with this. We found this stuff a couple times. Garlic, oak bark, and we could bring it back to the shelter, but we don't have the thing we can use to convert this into actual medicine. You can use these to make sort of homemade remedies and medicines, but we don't have what it takes, so we're just gonna have to leave those behind. It is a black rain, but I hope it's a black rain that continues for the next little while. Donna, you're getting a suit, right? Yep. Alright, as soon as you're finished with the suit, we're gonna have you go fix that. And I think this is where I'm gonna wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section, of course. Your support does really mean a lot. And if you like watching June Cleaver shower as much as I do, well, you're an unwholesome scumbag. But you might consider subscribing as well, because I too am an unwholesome scumbag, and I like watching June Cleaver shower as much as— oh, fuck, Rick. Hoisted on your own petard. Here you were just a couple days ago making fun of Jimmy the reindeer for being a jackass who got caught and trapped in a bunker for like 8 months. And what, the shoe's on the other foot now, isn't it? Or I should say, I suppose the shoe is on the other foot as well. Do you shoe reindeer? Are they like horses? Can you shoe a reindeer? My guess is probably not. Or if you could, they probably wouldn't like it at a minimum. They would probably kick the holy living shit out of you. But still, suck it, Rick the reindeer, making fun of Jimmy, and then you fell right into the same trap. You should have learned from Jimmy's mistakes. Oh no, you could have avoided this fate, but instead, you just wandered right into it like an asshole. Hope you enjoy it. Look forward to 3 to 4 weeks of starvation before a swift and brutal death and butchering to go into the bellies of my hungry people here in the shelter. Water supply is rallying up. That's good. George and Joyce are definitely going to have radiation poisoning. We'll do one more talk to a stranger, and then I'm actually going to wrap this up. I know I already encouraged you to subscribe, but you can do so. All right, Virginia. Oh, hey, it's a train song. We just met Virginia. Meet Virginia. Does she wear high heels when she exercises? This is what we all really want to know, because that is hugely impractical, Virginia. I know you're a manic pixie dream girl. You spend your spare time working on carburetors and whatnot, but the thing is, you can't wear high heels when you exercise, Virginia. That's really dangerous. You're gonna fucking turn an ankle, and that shit could go south on you, man. You do that a couple times, you're looking at long-term trauma. Suddenly, you're limping around, you can't exercise at all. Then you really let yourself go, start packing on the pounds. Doctor's telling you, Virginia, you gotta lose weight, man. You'd be like, I'm totally sedentary, doc, because I can't use this one leg. I'm telling you, it's a slippery fucking slope, Virginia. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Also, say hello to my ooh. Alright, well, I was gonna say, this chick can fight a little bit. Maybe Virginia also spent some time wrestling alligators and knows a thing or two about combat. But then George comes in and fucking uppercuts the holy living shit out of her. He's opened a cut above her eye, folks. Oh, she's got some blood coming. That's gonna make vision difficult in the later rounds. Let's see how she rallies. Oh, she just fucking... Okay. Joyce is dead on her feet. She's taking a monstrous wallop. Here comes George. Oh, great counterpunch from the little tough girl. Keep meleeing here. Ugh. Oh! Joyce is recovered from her swoon, and now she's throwing punches like nobody's business. Although it looks like Virginia may have escaped. She totally escaped. Alright, well, it looks like she traded in her high heels for some Converse Red Ball Jets, the shoes that are guaranteed to make a kid run faster and jump higher. And she has managed to pickle the beast, much like Benny the Jet Rodriguez. And speaking of pickles, this pickle is done. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.